Hello everyone and welcome. I am your host, Jesus Christ. No relation. So today we are going to look at YouTuber and musician Wavy Matt. He's not your grandma's favorite Christian rapper, which is surprising to me because he actually echoes a lot of the same talking points as boomers on Facebook. Before we look into Matt's content at all, I want to make it clear, while I'm still a smaller creator than Matt, it is not by much, and I do not want anyone who watches this video to go and harass him in any way whatsoever. Please and thank you. He is free to make his content. I'm free to comment on it. Let's get started. So as far back as I can tell, Matt got his start online from posting his music, which has one, maybe two consistent themes: smoking hella weed and having hella sex, consensual or otherwise. He has authored such beautiful music as Nut, Cuck, and other ones. And the comments are not particularly surprising. Can't wait for the SJWs, LMAO. We need more music like this. Amazing Christian rapper. Ah yes, I remember the classic passage from Isaiah 41:10. Don't be afraid, for I am with you. Don't be discouraged, for I am your God. Cuck. Either Wavy Matt is playing some sort of like 4D troll chess that I don't understand, or has the worst possible interpretation of what Christianity is, and honestly, I can't tell which one it is, because he will heart react every comment like this one, and he'll also put Christian lyrics in his songs, but it's typically in some of his more extreme songs lyrically, so it's tough to tell whether it's meant to be like sarcastic and satirical, or whether I'm supposed to take him seriously. I don't know! He has one song that's titled I Hope This Offends You, which I literally can't play in this video because it's so much. All of his old music, while still technically on YouTube with collectively tens of thousands of views, is now all in an unlisted playlist on his channel, and is truly just there to give you the smallest little taste of what Wavy Matt's content used to be like. My assumption is that he didn't want to take this content away from any existing fans, but wanted to start appealing to a broader audience, so he unlisted them. So let's take a look at his YouTube channel as it stands today. So upon first look at his channel, you can see that he's tried out a couple different types of content, from music to YouTube shorts to commentary videos to Minecraft gaming videos. It's a little all over the map, but his mainstays seem to be gaming and music, which seems pretty normal and harmless up front, you know, until you watch any of his videos for any amount of time. First up, I like Minecraft. I've played it for years, so let's see what kind of Minecraft content Wavy Matt's got for us.
Okay, so this mod is like, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna let it be a surprise.
Oh,
Why? This is the worst spawn place. Nice Mojo Jojo skin.
Oh. No. 40 seconds into the first video, and already I feel like I'm overhearing a conversation over Xbox live chat between two 14-year-olds back in 2008. So
All right, we're gonna play some Minecraft today. Yo, what's cracking, my nigga?
nope. A ton of his gaming content is basically this, just offensive joke after offensive joke, trying to be edgy and making jokes about like slurs.
How long would it take to collect 6 million buckets of water? I don't know, man. The math doesn't really add up, man. You could say that the water is greedy. The urge is too strong.
It shouldn't be. Really shouldn't be. And his other non-gaming content is really no better. For an example, let's look at this gem. I got COVID on purpose.
Why am I trying to get COVID on purpose? Well, there's two reasons. Number one is so I can prove that I'm immortal. And number two is because fuck China. They think they can scare me with a Chinese virus? They think their gay virus is gonna stop me from benching 250 pounds? Not a chance. Plus, I'm fully unvaccinated and I never had COVID before, so I'm the perfect test subject for this experiment.
Of course he has to call the virus gay, which, you know, for a man who calls himself homophobic is a little... So he gets his friend who's positive with COVID to cough on him, and the rest of the video goes about how you would expect. He gets sick.
Okay, it is day 10, and pretty tired. I don't feel like doing anything. My nose is all congested. Haven't eaten anything all day because I don't feel like eating. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to sleep.
And he wraps up this video by making jokes about mandates and how Fauci's forcing people to stay inside and yada yada, and then ends it on this charming little end screen, which honestly kind of based. Okay, I really want to get to his Christian rap, but before we jump into his newer music, I want to take a step away and touch on one of his videos that I think is genuinely harmful. Content warning, it has to do with self-harm and suicidal thoughts, so if any of that is not okay for you, make sure to hit this time code and skip ahead in the video. So honestly, if I'm being real, Matt makes way too many jokes about this subject on his YouTube channel for there to not be some real life depression or mental health issues there. So before we dive in, I just want to say first and foremost to Matt and to anyone else out there that that is not what I'm going to be poking fun at here. And there are plenty of services out there to help you if you are ever having thoughts revolving around self-harm. That being said, he makes this song called I'm Gonna Kill Myself, which is definitely meant to be funny and meta in the sense that a lot of artists sing about this type of thing because it's the only way to communicate their real feelings, but a lot of the people who are listening or profiting off of this music don't understand their underlying meaning, or they ignore it entirely, which leaves a lot of creatives to feel very isolated. In this song, he's exaggerating that point for the joke with lines like, "This is not a cry for attention," and "This is not just a song." But regardless of whether these jokes are jokes, I think it's important to remember that when you post anything publicly on the internet, it gives you a responsibility to understand and attempt to anticipate how the people receiving your art are going to interpret it. Because it's not a bad thing to make a song with this joke as the premise. A lot of other artists have done it, and very tastefully. But when people in the comments are asking you not to do it, and you're putting in the description that it's not a joke, that is a huge negligence to your responsibility as a creator on this platform. Furthermore, how he ends the song is by showing different things that make him want to do it. How it ends, what finally makes him pull the trigger at the end of this video, is him watching a TikTok of a person saying that trans men are men and trans women are women. I'm not going to show this part of the video because it's pretty unnecessarily dark and fucked up. Not to mention a huge asshole move to not remove the TikTok account's name when you show the screen of the video. At that point, you're not even saying like, fuck trans people, which is also horrible, but you're saying like, fuck this person specifically. And I don't have a joke for this one, man. Like, this isn't humor. It's not comedy. It's just fucking cruel and transphobic and shitty. Like, people are people, man, and they deserve to be treated as such. Okay, let's lighten things up, huh? Who's in the mood to get funky with Christ? Let's get to the good stuff. What made Wavy Matt go from annoying and offensive to the same thing, but he's yelling at you now with his hit single, Stop Jerking Off.
Stop jerking off! Yeah! Stop jerking off! What? Stop jerking off! Please! Stop jerking off! What you doing, man? Read the word of God! Put your hand on that Bible and stop jerking off!
So this song reads a lot more like satire to me, and to his credit, he definitely hits his comedic peak with this song. If it is satire, if it's not, Wavy Matt should not be able to fucking 4D chess my brain. What I think is most likely is that he does believe in the message.
Take your hand out your pants, that's a sin. This is not no game, you can't let the devil win. If you like the God, let the Holy Spirit in. If you don't, then this cycle ain't gonna never end.
But he's using comedy to broach the topic to a wider, younger audience and trying to do a little memeing in the process. Which, you know, 12K views, he definitely did what he set out to do, right? But then you have his next song, which is the last one I'm going to talk about, but one that I want to spend a little bit more time on. It's called Okay Groomer.
I want to live in a world where my children grow up without just assuming that they are straight. I want to live in a world where Disney movies have homosexual, interracial, 3 or more person relationships, and any relationship in between.
Okay, Groomer! Okay, Groomer! Okay, Groomer! Okay, Groomer! Okay, Groomer! Okay, Groomer!
Yeah, literally 45 seconds of this 90-second song is those 2 words.
Okay, Groomer! What? Okay, Groomer! Groomer! Okay!
Dude, this video could literally be just 10 minutes of me playing clips of this one video, then cutting back to me going, ugh, right? And the same point would get across. I don't know if this is genuinely a thing that Christians or the far right in general actually think is true, or if they're just pushing it because it's a way to shame people they hate in order to get something they want, but let's be clear. Nobody is going through years of college and training and assistant teaching and teaching to convert your children into anything. They do not have an agenda, unless the agenda you're talking about is the curriculum. In which case, yes, teachers are trying to convert your children into people that know about planets and Rome and long division. Short division even. But no, it's ridiculous. Teachers informing children that other sexualities and genders and gender expressions exist, does not actually change anything in those children. Because that scare tactic denies the underlying truth that conservatives still fail to understand to this day, which is that you were born this way. Nobody's convincing your children to become gay. Nobody's turning your children trans. These ideas come from the conservative fear that this kind of thing is possible. That if somebody in your family doesn't fit the traditional dynamic, that something is wrong with them. That that's a failure on the part of the person or some other factor in their life. Which, let's be clear, is disgusting, untrue, homophobic, transphobic, and blah 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 blah.
Keep them away from the stone that's all these kids they recruited put them on top of like mountains LGBT is pollution that's right. You can't defeat God Almighty, he can't die. You cannot run from the truth and you can't hide. My views on LGBT rights are anti. Tell me I can't say that, why can't I?
The irony of saying you can't run from the truth in the same song as you say schools recruit students into being gay. The irony is potent, my guy. Like, a lot of the times, conservatives will say things like, this is for kids to learn about in the home, and then the kid will never fucking learn about it anywhere. Or sometimes their homes are very dangerous places for them, and they need spaces in school because at home they're told that they're not okay or they're going to hell or whatever for being who they are. Look, when I first discovered Wavy Matt's content, I was really torn on whether I wanted to make a video about him or not. At first, it seemed like he was just somebody trying to be edgy and using Christianity as a stepping stone to a wider audience for his comedy. Some of it is actually pretty funny and goofy, but most of it is just so obviously not satire and is actually harmful. He has a whole Discord server that I could go on about for another 10 minutes, where he tells his audience of incels to burn books about trans rights, where he uses homophobic slurs and makes sexist and racist jokes, where he uses the N-word non-stop like it's nobody's fucking business. Loudmouths on the internet like Sneeko and Andrew Tate made this kind of attitude and behavior so much more commonplace online and pushed it to the forefront in a horrible way. But we can be better than this. You can be better than this, Matt. But you can't claim to be a Christian and then shit on every single neighbor you have. Racist, sexist, homophobic, and transphobic jokes are still racist, sexist, homophobic, and transphobic, even if they're jokes. But this is not my first rodeo on right-wing YouTube. I know that when Matt sees this, he's just gonna call me a fucking woke zombie, or he's gonna type okay Groomer in the comments. And that's fine, you know, if he wants to be predictable, he can do that. If he doesn't want to change, that's not on me. And it's not on you to try to convince anyone to change. But I think that when we see this kind of behavior, we gotta call it out, because if we don't, what the hell are we doing? Anyway, I have to go before I, have an aneurysm, I think, is what's next for me. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you have not done so already, make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.